What's up, and welcome to Sideshow. I'm your host, Jake Burke, and this is the Side Escape podcast where we talk about a variety of topics selected by one of us as we go through the show. I'm joined with Hunter, very tall man Phillips,
Me.
Maddie Atlee, and James St. Charles, my cohort in all things gaming. How's everyone doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you, dude?
Doing well. It's our first episode. It's the inaugural episode.
It's exciting. I'm really excited.
And all pressure is on Hunter's shoulders to start us off.
I don't like it. I don't like one bit. Are we going?
What's your first topic, Hunter? The first topic ever of Sideshow.
So I was thinking, are you guys either excited or nervous for the upcoming artificial intelligence robot revolution? So I'm thinking it's either going to go one way. We can go Jetsons, where you have a robot butler, robot maid. It's going to be great. We're all going to be happy. Or it can go more like Terminator, the robots, they know that they're better than us. They think that, we need to go or we need to be the maids and the servants. And so either we're going to be just completely subservient to them, or it's going to be, great utopia. We have all these maids and stuff. We can just sit, do nothing. We'll be good to go.
So you're asking which one we think about?
Yeah. So
okay.
Are you either scared? Because, right now there's some company making some super advanced artificial intelligence robot, and it's going to be a matter of years before they come out to us.
Right.
So are you either excited or nervous for the upcoming robot world?
I think the smartest person of Side Escape should go first, which is clearly James.
James also followed the rules we agreed upon.
I raised my screwdriver. Yeah, so the worst case scenario is possible. It just depends on how good the security is, and in reality, security for like software and hardware is really bad, and it's really easy to get hacked. So the problem is not going to be like, oh yeah, you're going to have this robot that can do all this nice stuff for you. It's just probably 30 years down the line. I'd say in terms of like our current tech, 30 years you probably have like a fully functioning like humanoid robot that can help you and service you, and it'll probably be the first one that's going to be like mass produced is going to be military use. So it's going to already be like a Terminator type robot, because that's where the money's going to go.
Uh-oh.
And then hackable, that's basically what's going to be happening. Like there's a lot of like AI programs right now that are targeting like making sure it's not going to get to like a point where it can be like totally like human, which is possible because as software gets better, it's going to just become more human.
It's like the IBM robot Winston that like beats people at chess.
Exactly.
Yeah, because things will get smaller, and then batteries are gonna get better, and so you're gonna have more power in a smaller.
Yeah, and
space.
What if it becomes like a self-learning, self-aware robot, and it becomes smarter and smarter and smarter?
It will.
What happens then?
Well, then it could so you can have what's like called like a propagation effect. Like eventually the robots can start building themselves and then programming themselves, and then you can't stop it because it's just gonna keep going and going and going. Just like
that's some scary shit. I don't like that.
So that's the worst case. So that's why they have to like focus right now on building AI that has like important kill switches, like stuff that like fundamentally shuts down AI, or they like halt a lot of the AI progress. But like you're saying, the worry is for the worst case, but we'll see. It might just be like AI versus AI for the whole world. Yeah. That'll be the next battle.
It could be like a hacking war, just like people hacking the robots back to their side and just doing that all the time.
Yeah, it's really easy. Software is so easy to hack.
I like to think of myself as like a young John Connor. Like I will lead the revolution.
Yeah.
And they're gonna send robots back to like go kill Julie Norby, my mother, and that's where you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I sent back like Mike Burke, who's like my friend, who becomes then my father, and then this is kind of how it all happens.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like that's might be what's going on. So like 20, 30 years, I'm leading a revolution.
Okay. See, I was thinking it's more in like 20, 30 years. We've got robot drivers and chauffeurs. Oh, okay. We've got robot cooks. They're super awesome. We're happy to have them. It's not, we're not scared or anything. So that's where I was thinking.
We're going to have those, but they're not going to be like as intelligent. Like you're going to have like robots that are like just do their tasks. But then you have to have robots that can like actually function in human society, like pick someone up, take someone there, like actually like form a task. But right now, like with autonomous cars or with like fully robotic kitchens or something, that's probably like 10 years down the line. That's really close. Stuff. Yeah.
See, I don't trust the autonomous vehicles.
It's gonna happen.
I don't trust.
There's already Teslas that can drive themselves.
Teslas are really good now with their technology and scanning roads. They can scan lights now. They can scan signs. They can scan traffic. It's
Yeah, Tesla just needs to put a little robot in the driver's seat. You're good to go.
Well, do you think it's more likely that it's going to be like driverless cars like Tesla's doing, or that they'll be robot chauffeurs? So I feel like the driverless cars will come first, and then like maybe like really wealthy people will have like robot chauffeurs, but the average person probably wouldn't.
We'll have to see, because I think laws are going to start forming to have like a human in the driver's seat,
Hmm.
because I don't think there's ever going to be full trust in a robot, if that makes sense. We're going to have like some like, what is it, iRobot, where it's like,
Yeah.
you know people that like or like there's like some
There's like young Shia LaBeouf leading the charge against the robots.
exactly. So
Never
we're
forget
gonna
that.
have some sort of robot revolution, but no, yeah, I think there's gonna be more like humans that have to like take control. So even though you have like a fully autonomous car, someone has to be in the seat, or in a fully autonomous kitchen, there has to be like some maintenance engineers or someone on hand to like make sure
all
everything's all good. That's what I think. Like
Yeah.
you can't fully remove a human, sadly.
I think that would then eventually change laws on like what is human if they have to make a robot as like the human. Like, would there have to be like an establishment of what is human?
Yeah, it'll depend on how close it is to representing human. Because I think if you just keep writing code to mimic emotions, feelings, like all this other stuff, you can get really close to human. Like you're just copying every single type of like action.
That's
It's
scary.
possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's not enough space, and it takes a lot of time. But then once you have it, and then you do like a personality type software, and it can, we're close. But it's definitely the tech behind it. The hardware is what's not close. Software I think can get there, but the hardware to do it, nowhere near.
We are close because we got Roombas. And Roombas
Exactly.
know exactly where to
That's
vacuum.
the thing.
And that's
the
good
simple
AI.
robots are gonna be easy.
Like, Hunter, do you trust a Roomba? Uh-oh.
Hunter?
Hunter does not trust a Roomba.
Do you trust a Roomba?
Actually, I
of
think
course. I
they
mean,
should.
we've had Roombas for a decade now, right?
They haven't taken over.
Yeah, no, we can trust them.
Yeah.
Hey, we've had robots.
In the upcoming robot revolution, the only ones we can trust are the Roombas. They're the only ones going to be on our side.
We can get
They're
really big
they're gonna be the
Roombas.
first to backstab you.
Yeah.
They're gonna slice your ankles.
Like, we've been observing their ways for years, and they like give
Yeah.
all the other robots our information about how
First, it was the Roombas.
The T1000 is going to connect to the Roomba and then attack us. That's how it's going to be. Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Well,
a
there it is.
doomy.
That was a good first topic, Hunter. Maddie,
Appreciate it.
what is your topic?
Okay, my topic is, what is like a popular movie series, TV series, book series, or like celebrity that everyone loves, but you just like don't get why they're so popular? Like, what is like the hype? Like, you just don't get the hype around them. So like for me, I don't really get like the culture of like buying like really high like name brand products. So like Supreme is like the big thing, right? Like there's like pop-up stores and people spend so much money, and I get the like psychology of it, because it's like I have something no one else has, but I still don't personally understand it. It's like, why? I don't. It's a name. Like, I don't get it. Just don't understand.
James, you raised the screwdriver,
Yeah.
please.
I'm only one falling raising the screwdriver. But so there's like hype beasts with what you're talking about, like with Supreme
Yeah.
and Balenciaga, like stuff like
Yeah.
that's like really expensive. And you're right, there's this culture around it. And I don't know if it started. I'm trying to remember when it started, but basically, for anyone who doesn't know, it's like you're buying like really high end stuff. So you're buying like shoes that are like $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
You're buying clothes that are $500 to $1,000, like maybe more. Like it's like, and then it's just a brand, like it's just a name brand, and it's not like the material is worth that much.
No.
You're buying a logo, which is the same thing with the Apple movement sort of thing. Like you're
Yeah.
buying a name. It's not like the hardware, I think, is better.
Yeah.
But here's what the thing is. Communities are a really powerful thing. So if I had a friend who was like really into Supreme or really into the stuff, like I'd want to feel included. So I'd want to like also be into that. And then you
Right.
feel excited because like, oh, there's new merch coming out. Oh, there's new stuff coming out. And then again, you're spending a lot of money. But if you can afford it and it's like something that you're happy about, then I can see like, okay, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really hurting anything. But I can understand like for us, it's like, why am I spending $500 for like a shoelace or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's like worthless. They have a crowbars. They have like,
They have
it's
the
just-
weirdest shit.
yeah.
Well, I get it, because I remember in middle school, like that very much being a feeling of like I wanted to wear like the American Eagle was like the brand back then, and
want
like
to
you wanted
flex.
to wear that because that's what everyone was wearing.
Yep.
So I get it from like a younger person standpoint, like because that's very much like who they're like focusing and targeting and marketing towards.
Yeah.
But I like people our age who are like kind of old enough to understand like what is going on. I know a lot of people who are still really into that, and it's something I just don't quite understand. I mean, I get like if you have money, it's like you spend your money how you want, but I just don't get the hype around like paying $500 for a pair of shoes. Like,
Yeah,
get
I mean,
me some really fucking nice shoes. Like,
I had a roommate in college who, we were sitting around the table doing homework or whatever, and he just bought himself like a pair, like a Gucci backpack and like a pair of like Gucci shoes, and we're like, why would you spend like that was like a lot of money? He's like, oh well, I mean, it's a nice brand, blah blah. It's like you can buy $100 backpack that's just fine, and that's even like expensive for a backpack, like
yeah.
or like buy like a $60 pair of shoes or $100 pair of shoes, like you don't need to pay $500 or whatever for Gucci shoes or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I see it a lot like with sneaker culture, but to me that's more interesting because it's like you're seeing like it's got like kind of like exclusives in their design. So I get more of that. I just don't really get more of like the branding of it. Like I always have to have this brand of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts me to spend more than like $50 on a pair of shoes because then I'm like, I could spend a lot more money on other stuff. So like I couldn't imagine spending anything on a name brand because I can barely buy like a pair of Converse for like $60.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine
That is a
spending.
name brand, right? Like
Yeah, but it's
don't
not
you
like
have like these little attachments like
yeah.
you like Converse shoes. It's like, well, I like Vans. Like there is still like that little things like in our culture as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like with Vans, like there's no really good knockoff. Like I feel like there's a lot of good knockoff Converse that are like pretty close to the original, but
that's a good point actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no real like 1-to-1
with Vans.
I guess Teds are
Yeah.
kind of like Vans knockoff.
You say Teds?
Kens.
Keds.
Kens.
Oh,
Keds.
Keds.
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't get that people like love, and here's I'm gonna trip everybody out. Beyonce.
What?
All right. I can see
now
that.
let me explain my reasoning. I think she is super talented. I think she's got a great voice. I think she is a spectacular singer. I don't get her music. When I listen to her music, I'm like, if she was doing like ballads and hardcore stuff, like that'd be awesome. But like, I feel like her type of music with her voice doesn't hit with me. That's just me saying it. Had to get it off my chest. I apologize to everybody.
No, that's a good take.
I can kind of see it. I mean, like I don't personally love her music and stuff, but like I can kind of see where you're coming from that way. But I think she's like a talented singer. I mean,
Yes,
I think
me
she's
too.
like she's a talented. She has a great voice, but I wouldn't say like she's my favorite artist and I listen to her, all the time or that kind of thing.
Jake, what do you want her to sing? Like opera?
I think like not like opera, but like power ballads. Like give me some Beyonce power ballads.
Like a Celine Dion?
Yeah, like some Celine Dion.
Oh,
or like, I just feel like her style of like almost, would you call it R&B? Is that like what she does?
It is like hip hop R&B.
Hip hop R&B. I feel like almost undercuts her voice when it's like super overly produced. Where like I want Beyonce just singing with like a piano and some horns,
Oh, like more like Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I want
I can see
Beyonce
that.
on a level of Alicia Keys. That's
All
what I
right,
want.
nice.
Okay.
And maybe her next album is just called Keys. And it's like the fact that Alicia Keys helped her produce music, but also it's all just piano and her. And it's just called Beyonce's Keys. And you're like, this is a dope title.
You know what? You should bring that up with her, Jake. I think she would,
Yeah, I'm
she
sure
would
she'd
love that.
appreciate that.
All right. Beyonce,
Yeah.
if you're watching right now, I got a great idea for your next album. It's called Keys. It's just pianos and doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And Alicia Keys helps you write and produce all the music. And maybe she does some like you at the end of like some songs, and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's some great input, Jake. That's some great input.
I'll send that link to her right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're tight with her publicist, right?
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
Text her right now.
I have it on good authority. She does subscribe to Side Escape. She's a big fan of the Side Escape Game Report. Yeah. Fridays on YouTube, by the way.
There we go. So I was gonna say we already kind of touched on it, but like shoe culture, like Yeezys and Air Jordans and stuff, and like they only come out with like a limited number, and like I kind of get like the whole collectors thing of it, but like it's just shoes, and a lot of people don't even wear the shoes. They just like put them in their closet and they just kind of sit there for years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they just open their door, maybe once a day and look at them, but like I don't know, I just don't. I've never really got that because I have like 4 pairs of shoes. There's a running shoe, there's like a work boot, there's my Converse and my Vans, and like they all get used. Well, maybe not the running shoes, but they all get used decently often. And so I just never really understood the whole shoe culture and like just spending an absorbent amount of money just to own a pair of shoes that you're never gonna wear.
Yeah.
That's hobby culture in general though. Like collector culture, that's been around forever. Like people just spending exorbitant amounts of money on worthless trinkets.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah, people buy like comic books that they're never gonna open, or like action figures they're never gonna touch. I guess that's a good point. Actually, I've really thought.
Imagine buying action figures and putting them on a shelf in the background, and
yeah, who would do that? That's fucking nerd. I never got like what you were saying, like buying an action figure on card and then buying like one to take out of the box. It's like that's like a big thing that collectors do, where they buy like two of each action figure, and like people would do this when they were kids, and I was like, I was not smart enough as a kid to do this because I'm sure my Star Wars toys would be worth a lot of money. But like buying one on card and like just putting it in a box, and who's gonna buy that? Like I don't know. I just never got like the collecting swap to sell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I have a problem with collecting stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna make money off of it.
Yeah. Well, I guess some people do kind of go into that with that mindset, right? Like, hey, I'm going to buy this today and 50 years from now sell it and try to get some money off of it.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Another thing I don't get, Snapchat.
Really?
And maybe I'm just not hip.
Actually, you never use Snapchat, do you?
I don't even have one anymore.
Oh, I was going to say, because I sent you a Snapchat like 2 weeks ago. I still haven't heard back.
Yeah, I think I have an account. I couldn't delete my account, so I just deleted the app and it was like, I'm writing it off. I don't know. I don't care that much about what other people are doing throughout the day. I feel like that's what Snapchat's all about, is like, here's what I'm doing. Like, here's a picture of my...
That's the same thing as Instagram stories.
Yeah, it's very
similar.
Literally the same.
And so
why don't you just use Instagram?
Yeah. And all I do is use Instagram is to promote this, so I don't like even use Instagram stories for anything else.
You never like see something cool or like make something and just like send a Snapchat to your friends, like, hey, look at this, like check this out.
That's what I would use it for.
Yeah, that's what I use it for. Totally.
But that's what I used to use it for.
What are you making to share?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like.
So me and my friends, because now you can do like Snapchat groups, kind of. So you can send out one Snapchat to like 5 different people, and it goes at the same time. Okay. And you can have like a chat room about it. And so like me and my friends, we all have fish aquariums, like fish tanks. And so we'll do like fish updates, or we'll like change our tank around and be like, hey, look at like I did something new with my tank. Like I got a new shrimp or a new fish. And so like we'll send a Snapchat kind of thing.
Do you call it tanking around?
We should call it tanking around. That's a good idea.
Tank time.
Tank time's good too. You know what? I'll bring it up with them. We'll see what they say.
I'm thinking of some other names. Nope, that wasn't a good. Tank talk.
Tank
talk.
I mean,
Tank talk.
Tank talk's great. Really I like it. Maybe we'll start a rival podcast
and
with
it's
this, huh?
TANKTOK.
Yeah, it's all. You can do it on TikTok. Tank talk on TikTok.
There we
go. Switch to TikTok.
Snapchat's easy. I mean, it's just like an easy way to like stay in touch if you don't want to like text somebody or call somebody. You can just send a picture and send a picture back, and
yeah.
I don't know.
I purely have it on my phone. I never go on it, but like I have a couple of friends where like that's the way they communicate. So if they send something to me, because I don't normally talk to them, but I want to stay close with them, so I keep it like for that reason.
Okay.
And usually, it's just them like, I'm reading this book right now. It's stuff that like if you think about before Snapchat, you would send a picture over text, right? So you're just like, hey, look what I'm doing. Like I think you'd like this. Then that's how I kind of take it as.
Okay.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Okay.
Or like they have like streaks now, so people have to keep up their streaks. So like if you have a 100-day streak, you have to like Snapchat every day. And my girlfriend fucking loves that shit. And it's every day she has to send me a Snapchat, and I have to send one back.
What's your streak now, Hunter?
I can let you know. I think we're at like 1,300 or something like that.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
We're at 1,379.
Oh my god!
I was predicting like 100 days.
That's like nope.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like 4 years or something like that.
Yeah, close to.
Oh my god!
You should screw it up, Hunter.
She has. So I'm not even the highest one on her side. Her friend, she has a friend from like freshman year of high school, and they're at like 1,600 or 1,700, or maybe 15. However long they've had streaks for, they've had a streak.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Weird. I mean, like I don't know. I kind of get it because I'm doing it with her too. So
yeah. James, what's something that you just don't get?
Billie Eilish.
Oh,
that's a good one.
One of those things where it's like, how did this happen? Like, she very much has a unique voice, but it's not like something different. Like it's not something super unique that anyone couldn't do it.
Mhm.
It's very much like middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I think a
nothing
lot of it.
out there. But it's so
I think a
popular.
lot of it is also like her persona that she brings on because she's like I don't know much about her, but I know she has like a different persona than you would expect from an 18-year-old singer kind of thing.
Yeah,
And like I think she has that air of like, oh, I don't give a shit what you think kind of thing. So I think that's a big part of it too.
That's the persona I don't like though. Like I've seen an interview with her and she was like really trashy ghetto like attitude. It was really
Well, and I feel like
weird.
she's like weird to just be weird. Like it's like
Yeah.
she's like so outwardly weird that it's just like trying to be weird.
But it
Yeah,
doesn't fit
Oh,
the music that she does.
Yeah,
Like
I think that is
which
very
is
much her. She's just a very weird person. I don't think she's trying to be.
Yeah.
I think that's just who she is. Because a lot of I'm not a huge fan of her either, but I think I have some friends that are, and they've told me about her, and a lot of it is kind of more like counterculture movement. So like, apparently she has like a very nice body, but she always wears those baggy clothes and kind of like, yes, you
she
would
just
say,
recently turned 18, by the way.
yeah, and it's she's
Like, when
she's
she was popular, she was underage.
yeah, exactly. And so, but she didn't want people to focus on her or to her looks, so she wore those kinds of clothes so that they would focus on her voice.
Oh
And
yeah. She wore
stuff
like
like
baggy
that.
clothes.
So it's kind of like that's like new and different, right? Not a lot of
Opposite
artists
Britney
do that.
Spears.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and her brother produced it all in like their basement or something, which is also really cool.
That's
Hats
pretty
off to her
cool.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Well, wait, hold on. Her dad is a really, really rich guy and basically bought the contracts for her to do the recording.
Oh, really?
That's basically how she became big.
Isn't that the same thing that
that's-
happened to Taylor Swift though?
That's how that happens for everyone. So
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah.
who becomes really big is they have a rich parent or rich dad that knows a recording studio and pays for all the fees to get them big and out there. That's how you get out there.
Oh.
And if you have some talent, you go all the way. That's
And-
why Taylor Swift like kind of went all the way.
And Billie Eilish's mom was a voice in Mass Effect 2.
Was she?
Yeah.
That's a really unique fact that you would know.
Yeah.
That's what you call a Jake fact.
Jake fact.
Yeah, Billie Eilish, I'm with you. I don't get Billie Eilish either.
I just look at the extreme popular. I think she's okay, but there is like a really extreme popular, like almost like the Taylor Swift fans, like that are like diehard for her. That also doesn't make sense to me. But
You
Big fan of
watch
Taylor
your
Swift.
fucking back.
I love.
are
Taylor
you a
Swift.
Swifter?
I'm a Swifty, bro.
Taylor Swift,
Swifty?
A Swifter. Yeah, I'm a Swiffer.
You're a Swiffer.
Yeah.
Swiffer picker upper.
I'm a Swiffer picker upper. That was a good topic. I like both those topics. Well done, folks.
Yeah. Now, Jake,
Yeah.
what's your topic?
We're
We
doing
don't
more
have
than
to-
well, no, we only do 2 a show, James.
We only do 2.
We
I
only do
kind of
2.
want to talk more.
You want to talk more? We can do another episode.
How about one quick topic? We all get one say at it.
Okay,
Okay.
here's a big topic.
Sure.
I got a
Yeah.
topic.
We all get one thing.
As you know, the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back was last week. That's a good topic, Maddie. Please stop laughing. Okay, and the topic is, why is that so great? No, I'm just kidding. The topic is, what is a sequel that is better than the original thing?
Oh.
What is not the best sequel, but what is a sequel that is better than the original thing? Because I believe Empire is better than the original Star Wars.
Is this exclusively movies?
No, it can be anything. Movies, books.
Jake, I got a really surprise fact right now,
Yeah.
or a surprise thing. I'm currently watching Empire Strikes Back while we're doing Discord right now.
Are you really watching it right now as we do this? What part
It's
are
in
you on?
VR.
It's in VR. That's awesome.
I got a highlight over it really quick. Sorry, it's let's see. They're on the. Ooh, I see they're fighting the walkers on.
Off. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you just started it.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah,
you're
it just started. It just started right when we started this
That's
because we were
so
watching
funny.
the first movie,
That's
watching
awesome.
all 3. I was telling Jake we were watching like the order, the opposite order, like not in release order.
Yeah, that's what Maddie and I do. We're watching in the
Yeah.
canon order.
Chronological.
So good.
Yep.
I think a canon order is the best order.
Yeah.
Not to introduce somebody to it.
Yeah.
No, you got to introduce them with like Luke, and then the machete order is a good one to do.
I don't know.
What's the
Oh,
machete order?
Machete order is 4 or 5, and then once you find out that Vader is Anakin, because you have to think it's like a person that doesn't know, right?
then you
Vader
go
is Anakin. Then you go to episodes 1, 2, and 3, show the story of Anakin,
Oh.
and then
Okay.
Rogue One's kind of where it screws up. But if you're just doing like the 9 saga movies, and then you do
Sure.
Return of the Jedi, I mean, I guess not a Rise of Skywalker, but
Rogue 1 to 4 actually I think was bad for me because like
The
Rogue One's a
quality.
patch for 4.
Yeah.
Well, the quality dips too, but
Yeah.
still, it's
Yeah,
kind of like just Rogue One last maybe.
I wouldn't like going in chronological for the first time because I'm sorry, Hunter, but I don't like the prequels. And so if I was
You can be
thinking
wrong.
this is what Star Wars is, I wouldn't want to keep watching it. In complete honesty, like that's why I
That
think
is-
4, 5, and 6 is important to watch first.
That is your opinion, and I respect it, but you're wrong. So
Are we gonna start another ranks here?
I was gonna say, are we no longer talking about the best
Let's
sequels?
re-rank.
We're just talking about Star Wars.
Okay,
So-
John Wick 2 is better than John Wick 1.
Yes.
Ooh,
I can see
okay.
it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yes. I agree
Like
with
leaps
that.
and bounds, and John Wick 3 is not better than John Wick 2. So John
No.
Wick 2 is the best.
John Wick
I was
3 is the
gonna go
worst
with-
John Wick.
Yep.
I still haven't seen John Wick 3.
It is so bloated.
Really?
Yes.
That's a bummer.
But they're still making more, which is like, oh man.
Five
Well,
of
was
them.
it like was it a bad movie?
No, it's not bad. It's just overly long, and by the end, you're done with him fighting. Like
Okay.
I've talked to everybody, and like the general consensus is there's literally a part where like you know that he has to fight like 2 to 3 more guys, and like main villain guys, and one guy shows up, and you're like, no, he still has to fight the bad guys. Like,
Come on, John.
yeah, like this is
Gotta
taking
get
too
out.
long. It's got great sequences though. The beginning of that movie is awesome. It just
The
goes
beginning
on
is
too long.
really cool. Yeah.
I was gonna go with Harry Potter 2, Chamber of Secrets. Better than Harry Potter 1, Philosopher's Stone.
The book or the movie?
Oh my!
Oh.
That's what I was going for.
The book or both?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think it's more engaging. It's a better story. There's more magic. It's
Mhm.
fun.
I think Harry Potter has a lot of that where like the next one just gets better. Like I think
Yeah.
3
Like
is the best movie.
Oh, 3 is amazing.
And then
Yeah, no, three was my favorite for a long time, and then 4th became my favorite. But I think 6th
With
is
Oldman.
probably like where it doesn't get better. You know, 6th is not my
Yeah, the
favorite
6th movie
movie or
sucks.
book. The movie's just like I get the movie's supposed to be dark and like ominous and
It's
like, but it's
terrible.
too dark. Have you seen like the pictures of where they take like a shade or like there's like 1,000 slices from like every like frame or scene or whatever, and it's just all dark. It
Yep.
sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not fun. I don't want to watch
it's
that.
the worst movie.
Yeah.
It is the worst movie.
That and then Prisoner of Azkaban sucks too. That's a boring
Not
movie. It's such a boring movie.
Are you kidding
What?
me? Gary Oldman comes
Yeah,
in there?
Gary Oldman is a.
Sirius Black? Are you
awesome.
kidding me, dude?
Yeah. The
Bucky
story
the
picks up there. You
Hippogriff
like
or whatever,
you,
Buckbeak, whatever his name is.
okay,
Buckbeak's
maybe
not in 5.
You said
No,
3.
you said 3. You said Prisoner of
Yeah, you
Azkaban.
said Prisoner
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I meant Order of
Yeah.
the Phoenix. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, you
No,
said like,
you're
oh,
right,
Prisoner,
you're right.
third movie's the
Yeah.
best, and then you said
You're
Prisoner.
right.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I meant Order of the Phoenix. I fucking hate that
Yeah.
movie. I hate that movie so
No,
much that I
that
don't
was
even
not bad.
remember it.
That was
No,
not
because
bad.
it comes up after Goblet of Fire, and you have like this crazy movie where like
Yeah.
someone dies and you actually fight Voldemort. And it's like insane. And then you come to 5, and it's like, what the hell is this? I don't.
The
I think
ending
the
scene
book-
of
the
the
fifth
ending,
book
like
is
the
really
last
good.
half hour of 5 is awesome. Where he's like fighting
Yeah.
Voldemort in
Mhm.
like the Ministry of
Yeah.
Magic.
Mhm.
Dumbledore
That's-
comes in, does the water thing. Come on, that's awesome.
Water thing.
When
Eh.
Exactly.
when Dumbledore calls Voldemort Tom, it's like, you fucking go. You go. This is dope as shit. He's like, hey, Tom. All right.
I love Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry
Good
Potter's great.
series.
Mm.
Grew up with it.
The Dark Knight is better than Batman Begins.
Yes.
I agree.
I can see it. All right. Yeah,
I definitely agree.
I'm with you on that.
I think, okay, this is random, but Shrek 2 I like better than the first Shrek.
Oh, yeah.
Which is,
Okay.
Shrek 1 is still really good, but I like Shrek 2 better.
I don't think I've seen Shrek 2. I think I've only seen Shrek 1.
Hunter, Shrek 2 is phenomenal.
Shrek 2 is good.
That's all I've heard. I've heard good things about it.
It's really good.
Shrek
And we
marathon.
forget about the rest of the series, just the first 2.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't
I've
need
never
to-
seen any other ones.
You don't need to, they're bad. Yeah.
Video games like Portal 2, better than Portal 1.
Uncharted 2 better than Uncharted 1.
Yep, that's where my head was going. A lot of good video game
Halo
sequels
2.
that are better. Halo 2 better than Halo 1.
I don't have anything to
I
add.
know, I figured Maddie'd be isolated in this, but I was like, there are a lot of video game sequels that are better than
Fable 2 better than Fable 1.
Yeah.
I like Fable 2 a lot. Yeah.
Fable 3, really bad.
Yes.
I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't great. I didn't think it was that
That
bad.
was the pirate one, right? Yeah, not a fan. Yeah, I think there's a lot of movies. Movies are a little more difficult, but video games, because they like can advance like the technology, they can just get better
True. That's a big
yeah,
thing.
you have a lot of sequels that are almost better than.
than the
the
first
first.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And movies are a little harder. Books, I think, is really hard unless it's like
Yeah.
like an actual
First book
series.
like grips you so hard, and you never lose that
Mhm.
like I don't know, the nostalgia of the first book, and then you read
Yeah.
the second book, and it's like but this happened. So
It's also
Yeah.
hard because it introduces like that new world, right? So it's
Yep.
like, can you fault it for having to do all of this so you can understand the second?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And TV shows, I think kind of some of the TV shows struggle with that. But like we're watching Avatar The Last Airbender right now, and season 2 is way
Oh,
better than season 1.
Yeah.
Avatar's so good.
It's so good. Watch it on Netflix, folks. It's amazing. Hunter, you got to watch it.
I do. I think this summer I'm gonna hop in.
So good.
One of the best series of all
Yeah.
time.
It really is. Yeah.
But I think, yeah, TV can get a lot better too, because like later seasons of Breaking Bad are
Totally.
way better than the first series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
I've
the
still
way
only seen the first season of Breaking Bad
And
and
the
the
last.
last season of Breaking
Fucking
Bad.
crazy.
I haven't
Really?
seen any of it, so
oh my god, that it's
yeah, I've
so
never
good.
watched it.
But it's unique because each show is almost done by like a different like director, or like some shows are.
Mhm.
I don't know if all of them are. Some of them are done by the same, but you can tell the differences in episodes with like,
Directions.
okay, someone else was directing this, and a lot of like the really good director episodes. I think I can't remember which one, but one of them moved on like to a big team, and like after doing one episode on Breaking Bad, I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of cool. It was like guest starring directors
Yeah.
on the show.
That's always fun. Like Ryan Johnson, who directed The Last Jedi and Knives Out and all that, he did a lot of
Yep.
Breaking Bad episodes.
That stuff is so good. Like when I think about that, like man, just starting in TV and then branch out to like something way bigger.
Well, I think the MCU has a lot of sequels that are better than the originals.
Yeah.
Like-
Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Thor
Better than the
Ragnarok,
other two
Winter
Thors,
Soldier.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. Well,
MCU,
James, next week you will have our first topic.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Thank
I
you
like these stuff.
so much for watching the first episode of Sideshow, the Side Escape podcast. I'm Jake. That's Hunter, Maddie, and James, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.